In the magical realm of Walt Disney World, there was a humble worker like myself. I wasn't a mascot or a security guard, but rather a fixer of broken parts, dedicated to preserving the Disney magic. In my spare time, I even ventured to the enigmatic Discovery Island with my fellow park employees. But that is a tale for another day. Now, let me introduce you to the intriguing world of THX sound tests. You may have heard of the hashtag Deep Note Challenge, or perhaps it slipped your mind like it does for many. THX is a renowned sound company responsible for the audio systems and effects you hear in movies and more. To familiarize yourself with the THX brand, simply grab a classic children's film on DVD and glance at the back of the box. You'll find the unmistakable THX logo nestled in the corners. Sometimes, it even graces the front cover, once again in a corner. But why am I mentioning this company? Are they evil or something? No, but I do have an intriguing story to share about those THX sound tests you encounter before watching a movie. These tests are often accompanied by short videos, featuring characters like Shrek, Homer Simpson, and even their own mascot, Tex. Unfortunately, I couldn't locate the particular video I'm about to describe, as it seems to have vanished into the annals of time. However, I do recall its essence and made an attempt to recreate the logo from memory. So, what was this video all about? Well, if you've ever watched a THX sound test, you'll be familiar with the typical intro before the logo appears. They usually mention how theaters and homes utilize their sound systems. But this time, something was different. The logo began as the digitally mastered version, with its iconic blue box. But then, the blue transformed into a peculiar shade of red. Not blood red or eerie red, but a subdued, almost lifeless red. The text on the screen changed, displaying a curious message. However, we have also been working on tests on the ears and would like to mention the person who is watching this. The text faded away, replaced by another set of words as the familiar deep note intro played. This test will not make you fail, nor win. You'll forget about the test and start to focus on what you have done, and why you have done these terrible events. Maybe to a loved one, maybe to someone that we don't know. But all we know is that what you did will not be allowed under any sort of the Disney brand, let alone any brand you'll be associated with in the world. Things aren't so happy after all, aren't they? The deep note grew louder than expected, causing your ears to ring and ache. It intensified to an unbearable level, yet miraculously, it did not shatter the glass around you. We know what you did, and you cannot change that, ever. The pitch continued to rise, reaching a point where you felt like your mind was being assaulted or worse. Oh, and one more thing. Abruptly, the sound ceased, leaving only the red square on the screen. Then, the text materialized. The audience is listening. The deep note reached its crescendo, louder than ever before. It was as if the end of the THX iconic deep note had been amplified 100-fold. Your eardrums throbbed, leaving behind painful marks as you succumbed to unconsciousness. The last image you perceived was the THX logo, surrounded by a faint green hue, before the video abruptly ended. Now, you must be wondering, what was the purpose of this eerie video? Remember when I mentioned the Disney security team? Well, someone decided to test this clip on individuals who had violated the laws of Disney World. Strangely, as the tape aged, the sound reverted back to the typical THX deep note. The ravages of time had taken a toll on the tape, turning it into a rusty relic. Disney ultimately chose to discard it. As for the current whereabouts of the video, I am uncertain. Some claim it now resides in the trash, while others believe it has been repurposed as a prop, with the original footage destroyed. I refrained from mentioning that I watched it with a few colleagues, fearing that it would render my tale foolish or invite criticism about where and with whom I viewed it. Speaking of which, where did I watch it? It was at the Matterhorn Mountain, in the indoor gym. Alas, Discovery Island was not an option, as it has transformed from a pirate and animal-themed paradise into a forsaken and abandoned set. Before I conclude this post, let me pose one final question. Have any of you ever been frightened by something as innocuous as a logo?